to ring my bowl just to signal the beginning of our practice. And so once you arrive on your mat, just take a nice deep inhalation through your nose and out through your mouth as you say, ah. So before you get too comfortable, perhaps picture yourself walking over to the doorway to the room that you're in. See an imaginary basket there. Place any cares or concerns or worries you may have in a backpack, an imaginary backpack, and lift the backpack off your back and place it in that basket so that as you return to your mat, you feel lighter and unburdened. You're not carrying anything needlessly, anything that's not going to serve you. You're leaving it for now. It'll be there when you're done if you still want it. Leaving any cares or concerns or burdens or heaviness in that basket. And then see yourself walking just a bit lighter, maybe more than a bit, feeling very light as you return back to your mat. See yourself bringing yourself back down to your mat into your comfortable Shavasana. And then take the biggest inhalation you've taken all morning. And as you exhale, release and relax onto your mat. Perhaps bringing the intention of keeping whatever you need that will support you, and leaving what you don't need in that basket. It's always there if you want it, but so our focus today is going to be on lightness and lifting. So the other day we were focused on grounding and feeling the earth. And we want that balance of feeling the earth under our feet, under our bodies, as well as that lightness, that lifting. No need to feel burdened. Worries really most of the time don't serve us. So now turning your attention to your breath. So just the lightness of the air as it moves through and into your nasal passages, feeling that air on the inhalation, perhaps in the back of your throat or in your chest, or maybe even in your belly. And just allowing that air to flow gently in and flow gently out. So just be with the breath, perhaps focusing on lightness, lifting. And if and when your mind starts to wander away from your breath, just notice it and then gently return to the breath. Perhaps counting on the inhale and exhale, or just focusing on The chest, the rise and fall of the chest and belly is a nice way to just keep your attention at the breath. Doing so, of course, without judgment. And we'll begin as we usually do by floating our arms, lifting our arms up over our heads and stretching out through our fingertips, just noticing how our body is feeling as we begin. So feel those fingertips and then feel the stretch down through your legs and out through your toes. Just noticing, maybe waking up a little bit. You can even yawn as you're stretching. And then releasing that stretch and feeling the arms relax, feeling the back body relaxing, and just noticing the touch of the body against the mat. And then stretching through the right fingertips, lifting them and the arm off the mat slightly and stretching through those right fingertips and lifting the left leg slightly off the mat and pointing through the left toes. And just take a breath here, in through your nose and out through your nose. And lift the arm and leg just a little bit more, a little higher. Feel the length of the arm, the length of the leg, pointing through your toes. Feel that lift and notice arm and leg. And then gently replace them on the mat. We'll take the opposite arm and leg, so lifting the left arm and pointing through those fingertips, stretching through those fingertips and lifting the right leg off the mat. Lifting, pointing through the right toes. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then lifting just an inch or two higher with that arm and leg. And then releasing back to the mat. Take a breath in and out through the nose again here. And then lifting both arms, walking the shoulders up towards the ears and really stretching out through the arms, through the fingertips, feeling the length of the arms from shoulder all the way up the arms and out through the fingertips. Even imagine some light moving up the arms and out through the fingertips. And then replacing the arms back on the mat, floating your arms down by your side and lifting your hips up an inch or two and bringing your hands underneath your sacrum. And then on your next inhale, point through your toes and lift your legs an inch or two off the mat, squeezing the glutes and engaging the core. So just holding the legs off the mat an inch or two and then gently replacing them down. Lifting your hips and taking your hands out from underneath. Taking a breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Really settling on the exhalation as you bend your knees. And knees about hip width apart. And we'll just windshield wiper our knees gently from side to side, using our breath to lift the knees to center, exhale them to one side, inhaling to center, exhaling to one side. So just do a little rocking motion here, just warming up the hip flexors in a gentle way. And check in with your facial muscles and your jaw and relax
the face. Gently part the lips to relax the jaw. Relax the neck and shoulders. And just make your rocking motion a movement with ease. Just using your breath to gently rock the knees from one side to the center to the other side. And the next time your knees come up to center, bring your knees towards your chest and your feet in the air and your arms up off the mat, lift them up, and then we'll just come into a gentle, easy bicycle. So just bicycling your arms and your legs, engaging your core a bit. So bring your belly button in and up. And since it's raining out and kind of damp, maybe you might consider bringing a scene of sunshine to your mind. Beautiful sunny day, the birds are singing. You could be near the shore, near the ocean, or you could be riding along a country road. Whatever scene brings you joy. And bring a smile to your face. Keep the breath flowing. Pedal as slowly or as fast as you'd like. And as you're ready, bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And then we're going to stack the left knee on top of the right thigh. And we'll shift our hips to the left as we drop our knees to the right, looking away from our knees if the neck allows. And just return to your breath. Just feel the gentle movement of air on the inhale and exhale. And relax with each exhale. Relax a little deeper with each exhale. And with your next inhalation, return your knees to center and uncross the legs and stack the right knee on top of the left thigh, shifting your hips towards the right, allowing your knees to fall left. Looking away from your knees if your neck allows, and just use your breath, bringing your breath to any area that may feel a little pinch or a little tight, and release and relax. And on your next inhalation, bring your knees back to center as you uncross them And then hug your knees towards your chest, rocking from side to side. And then beginning to make some circles on the ceiling. First one way, and you can choose to make small, medium, large circles. And then at some point, as you're ready, reverse your direction. Just be mindful of what area of your back would like the most attention. And then bringing your feet to the mat, returning your feet to the mat. We'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh as we lift the head and shoulders up off the mat, lift the right foot off the mat, and clasp behind the right thigh. We'll just draw that right thigh in towards us on our exhale. And you can relax the head and shoulders down at any time, or keep them off the mat if your head and neck are fine. And release that right foot back to the mat as you uncross the ankle, the left ankle. Take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Lift the head and shoulders up off the mat, and then lift the left foot and clasp behind the left thigh. Draw your knee in, the left knee in, to open up the right hip. Head can come back to the mat at any time. Release that left foot back to the mat. Uncross the right ankle. Bring the soles of the feet together as the knees go out wide. And then lift the arms on an inhale up and over your head again, resting your knuckles on the mat and walking your shoulders up towards your ears, and feel the stretch down each side of your rib cage. And then lift the arms so that the fingertips are pointing towards the sky. And then send the left arm up a little higher towards the sky, lifting. And then gently bring it back so the shoulder, back of the shoulder rests on the mat. And then lift the right arm. So right fingertips, almost as if someone is taking your fingertips and pulling up on the fingertips towards the sky. Release the shoulder back down, and then the left fingertips, reach the left fingertips up higher in the sky. Release the shoulder down, and then reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Release the shoulder down, float the arms down, take the hands to the outside of the thighs. Inhale and close your knees like a book. We're going to make our way to seated. So either turn to your side and push yourself up, or you can try bringing the knees into the air and crossing the ankles and holding behind the thighs, and bring a gentle rocking motion so that you come right up and you're seated with your legs crossed in Sukhasana, a little shortcut. Okay, so we'll sit up nice and tall, and we're going to inhale our arms up, stretching through the fingertips, and then turning the palms away
and bringing the arms down like an airplane. So turning, twisting towards the side with the arms out straight. And then inhaling back to center, gazing up, really lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, turn the palms away and bring the arms out like an airplane to the left. Inhaling to center with the arms up towards the sky, exhaling, arms like an airplane. So do this mindfully and thoughtfully. So you're noticing how your shoulders are feeling. Inhaling up and then exhaling, airplane towards the left. And then return back to center. And then we're going to take our left hand out with palm facing up, and we'll sweep the arm up over our head, placing it on the right ear. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Take the right fingertips and walk them away. Just a gentle stretch on the right side of the neck. So we're not tugging. We're just really using the weight of the hand, our left hand, to draw the ear down. So we're not pushing, of course. And then release gently. Take the right hand, place the palm facing up, sweep the hand up over your head, placing it on the left ear. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Walk the left fingertips away. And just feel a stretch on the left side of your neck. Gently release. We'll drop chin to chest and just come into some nice neck and head rolls. Keep the breath flowing. And as you're ready, reverse your direction. So perhaps 3 or 4 times in each direction. And any place that feels like it needs a little extra attention, just do what feels good on your neck. And as you're ready, come back to neutral. And we'll cross the left arm over the right arm, bringing our hands to opposite knees. And we'll just come into our cat-cow. So we'll inhale as we lean forward and gaze up. And then we'll exhale and rock back and bring our chin to our chest. So just continue with that gentle movement, really lengthening and lifting through the heart center when you come forward, and then rounding on the way back. So lifting, heart center. Feel the lift and the lightness. And after about 3 rounds, come back to neutral and change the cross of your arms and actually change the cross of your feet. And we'll do it 3 or 4 more times here. Lifting through the heart center and then rounding. Just keep that breath flowing nicely. And then once you've rocked 3 or 4 times back and forth, you can come back to neutral. And then we're going to turn and bring our legs down the mat. So we have some room facing sideways on our mat. And then we'll bend our legs and hold behind our thighs. So we'll come to boat. So before we come to boat, we want to lift through the heart center. So really sit up nice and tall and rock a little bit and feel your sit bones. And then we will rock back a little bit, find our balance. And then this is half boat with the legs bent, so that's perfectly fine. And engage the core. And if you'd like to come into full boat, lift through the heart center, straighten your legs. Keep the breath flowing. And half boat is great. So, and then come down as you're ready. Just a little bit of balance there. Now we're going to move to our table. So make your way gently to table, gracefully, not gently. And so we'll bring our wrists underneath our shoulders, as we always do, and spread the fingers nice and wide, and the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to come into a little balance here. So we'll send the right leg back. We'll stretch through the toes, point through the toes. We'll move the right hand a little bit towards the center of the mat, a little, not a lot, but just a little, and then extend through the left fingertips. So pushing away from the mat with the right hand and just lifting that leg and that arm just ever so slightly more. Strengthening our back body. Really stretch through the fingertips and point through the toes. Return that hand and that knee to the mat. Take it to the other side and lift the left foot off the mat, point through the toes. Lift the right hand off the mat, point through the fingertips or stretch through the fingertips. Press away from the mat with the left hand and lift just a little bit more with the arm and leg. And return hand and knee to the mat. And we're going to come into a little gate here. So bring the left hand towards the middle of the mat, pivot the left foot off the mat, turn the body and extend the right leg out so that the sole of the right foot is pressing into the mat. Check the hand, the wrist, make sure it's underneath the left shoulder. And then inhale, right arm, fingertips towards the sky. And then we're going to bring some lightness to our upper body. So on your next inhale, lift up off the mat and bring the right hand to the arm, to the right hand to the leg, and then fingertips reaching, left fingertips reaching towards the sky. Feel the stretch all the way down the left side body. So stretching those fingertips up, and then windmill the hand, left hand back to the mat. Gaze up at the right fingertips. Then inhale, lift. Left hand, fingertips pointing towards the sky and really stretching. Feel that nice stretch. Exhale, windmill back down with the left hand. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, lift. Stretch through the left fingertips. And then exhale, left hand down, and bring the right hand down to the mat. Bring the right knee in. And then we're going to rainbow our hands around, so a half circle around to the other side. Bring the right hand towards the middle of the mat as you pivot the right foot off the mat. Extend the left leg out long, press into the left sole of the left foot. Make sure that the wrist is underneath the shoulder, and then inhale that left arm up towards the sky. Gaze up at your thumb. And then bring some lightness to the upper body as you inhale and lift up, bringing the left hand down to your leg and right arm up towards the sky, and really just stretch as if you're raising your hand. Hey, I have the answer. Just stretch and feel that stretch. And then exhale, bring the hand to the mat, left hand up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the right arm up, feel the stretch. Exhale down, left hand up. One more time, inhale up, reach that right arm up, stretch. And then exhale down, bring the left hand to the mat, bring the left knee to the mat, and just come back to center. Sit back on your heels and bring your forehead down to the mat as you come into child. On your next inhalation, bring your head and torso up, placing your hands on the floor, curl your toes under, come up onto your toes, and we'll come up to Tadasana. So find your Tadasana by rocking from side to side. And once you find Tadasana, bring yourself to stillness. And just as a reminder, I know you all know this, so lifting up through your instep, through your kneecaps, through your thighs, so that your lower body is nice and stable and strong. And then engaging your core, lifting through the crown and allowing your arms to dangle with the palms facing forward. And your chin wants to be parallel to the earth. And you can just close your eyes and feel the balance in the body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Do that again. So really lifting through the crown of your head and grounding down through all surfaces of your feet. And allowing your breath to flow. And then fluttering your eyes open. And we'll come to a little balance here. So we're going to bring the left foot forward just a little bit and the right foot back. So maybe like a foot or so between the feet. Then we're going to bend our knees and come up onto our toes and shift forward and shift back. Whoop. Shift forward and shift back. Even bend a little more if the balance, and shift back. So just on our toes, just building a little strength, a little balance. This is good for our ankle joint, strengthening it. And then you can straighten your legs and come down, and then we'll bring the right foot forward. Bend the knees, and then come up on the toes, and shift forward and shift back. Shift forward and shift back. A little bit of a rocking motion. And then straighten the legs. And now on our mat, I had to move off my mat. We're going to bring the right foot forward, and the back foot is going to be pointing either 45-degree angle or more towards the front of the mat. And we'll come into crescent. So we're going to come up on the back toes, bend the front knee. So back leg is straight, front knee is bent, and you want to keep that knee over the ankle. So you might have to adjust your stance. So a little bit of a balance here. And then inhale the arms up into a V and spread the fingers wide as you gaze up. So lift through your heart center, relax your shoulders. Keep the breath flowing. So we don't want to hold our breath. We want to allow our breath to flow. And then bring the hands to heart center and step the back foot forward. And then we'll turn and do it to the other side. So send the right foot out in front of you. So adjust your stance. Come onto the left toes. Bend the front knee. So keep the knee, you can get the knee set up right over the ankle. And then inhale the arms up in a V with the fingers spread wide. Relax your shoulders. Lift through your heart center. You can press into that big toe of the back foot. Bring your hands to heart center and then step the back foot forward a little bit. And then you can come to the center of your mat again and inhale your arms up and really lift through your fingertips. Lift through your fingertips, and on an exhale, bend to one side. Inhale to center, bend towards the other side. Inhale to center, really lift through the heart center, really lift and extend through the fingertips. Turn the palms away as you float forward on the exhale, bending at your knees, and then coming down to your mat, and we'll come onto our bellies. And so we're going to bring our hands down beside us so that the palms are facing up, and we're going to rest our chin on the mat. And then on your next inhale, you're going to press into the tops of your feet, and you're going to lift your head and shoulders off the mat as well as your arms. So palms are facing the sky. And we're just gazing slightly in front of the mat. And then exhale, bring your chin back to the mat. And this time we're going to lift the feet as well as the hands. So on your next inhale, lift the head and shoulders, the arms and the legs off the mat. So lifting. Lift through your heart center. Point through your toes. Extend your fingertips towards the bottom edge of your mat. And release your chin back to the mat. And we'll do it one more time. So on your next inhale, lift arms, legs, chin off the mat. Extend your fingertips so your shoulders are away from your ears. And as you're ready, release to the mat and make your way onto your back. And once you arrive on your back, you can bring your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Perhaps make some small circles on the ceiling with your knees. Just massage the back. And as you're ready, you can either allow the knees to stay bent with the knees supporting one another, or you can send the legs out long and come into Shavasana. So whatever feels best. And once you arrive, take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And settle in, thanking yourself for making the time to practice today. Warming up the body and focusing on your well-being. So bringing to mind whatever you placed in that imaginary basket and considering whether you want to pick it up again. So just allow the body to breathe. The body knows how to breathe. You have nothing you need to do but be in the moment. So noticing any sounds you hear, perhaps this gentle piano music, or noticing the rise and fall of your chest, noticing the back body resting on the mat, noticing the temperature in your room, temperature in your body right now. So I invite you to stay on for, it's like 16 or 17 past 10. So if you'd like to stay on for a couple of more minutes, I'm happy to do a guided relaxation. But if you need to move about your day, please feel free to do that. But I have no place to go. So bringing your attention to the crown of your head, relax, release, and soften. Bringing your attention to the space between your eyes, soften, release. Bringing your attention to the bridge of your nose, allow the area to soften and relax. Noticing your cheekbones and your cheeks, allow them to soften. Notice your upper lip and the space between your nose and your upper lip, and allow that area to relax and soften. Noticing your tongue and your mouth, allow it to rest gently in your mouth. Noticing your lower lip, allow it to relax, perhaps gently parting your lips to allow the jaw to release. Notice your chin and allow your chin to soften. Bring your attention to your throat center and allow it to release and relax. Notice your shoulders. Lift your shoulders gently off the mat and allow them to be heavy and relax as you replace them back down on the mat. Notice your upper arms and your elbows. Allow them to release and relax. The lower arms and the wrist joints. Allow them to release and relax. The tops of the hands and the palms of the hands. Allow them to relax. The tips of your thumbs, relax. Tips of your index fingers, relax. Tips of your middle fingers, relax. Tips of your ring fingers, relax. And tips of your pinky fingers. Allowing your arm from fingertips, both arms, fingertips all the way up to the shoulders to be heavy and relaxed and comfortable on your mat. Relax across your chest, through each side of the rib cage. Relax your abdomen. Relax your hips, your hip joints. Allow them to sink and be heavy on your mat, completely relaxed. Relax your thighs, your kneecaps. Relax your calves and your shins. Relax your ankle joints, the tops of your feet and the soles of your feet. Relax each and every toe. Feel a warmth radiating from your heart center out towards the crown of your head, down through your arms, washing down through your torso, down through your legs, and out through your toes. Now scanning your entire body, looking for any leftover tightness or tension or achiness. Bringing your breath to that area, the gentleness of the breath, soothing any tightness so that the entire body feels relaxed, warm, soft, and comfortable. I invite you to come back to the room by deepening your breath, wiggling fingers and toes, and as you're ready, turning to your right side, just rolling to your right side and resting for a few more moments in the fetal position where we all began. And as you're ready, just pushing yourself up to a comfortable seat with your eyes closed. And we'll begin to rub our palms together to create some warmth. And gently cupping your hands over your eyes, opening your eyes to the darkness, feeling the warmth, spreading your fingers to allow some light to enter, and then bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra at the center of your chest. May you feel lightness and balance as you move through the rest of your day and beyond. Namaste.